Today we're going to do some cut demonstration with the Benchmade Volli.
The Benchmade Volli has a high ground S30V blade, rock weld between 58 and 60 HRC. The Volli is certainly designed as a slicer, kind of a high-speed, low-drag blade. I like to do chopping cuts in paracord to see if I can get the edge to snag on the material. As you can see, the 100th thick blade has no problems going through this thin vegetable tanned leather. The blade also has no issue going through the thicker 9 to 10 ounce vegetable tanned leather. As you can imagine, we get a lot of requests for different materials from customers, so here's some foam that's been requested several times. By far, corrugated cardboard is the largest request, so here you'll see me cutting up a couple pieces of cardboard. And we've had a couple requests for plastic zip ties as well. We get most of these requests from members of the Benchmade forum community. The ability to cut denim was actually a specific request from one of our forum members. And as you can see, even folded 3 times, it makes no issue for the Volli. One thing I forgot to mention is that these tests are performed using the factory edge right out of the box, and that the blade hasn't been touched up between any of the tests. I think in my next video I'll try shooting all the tests in one long take.
And let's test the sharpness on the Volli.
Here we see Tracy setting up our capture sharpness tester. We use this machine to establish a database of cutting performance for both initial sharpness and overall edge retention. Here you can see the silica impregnated paper being presented to the cutting edge. The machine then performs a cycle and records the distance cut and force required. Given the thinner blade and bevel geometry, the Volli excels as a slicer. The wedge cut test is certainly outside of this knife's intended use. I'm intentionally prying sideways on the blade when I remove it. This generates a tremendous amount of side load on the cutting edge. You'll notice as I shave even more of my arm hair off that I have managed to bend the cutting edge of this blade. Again, the Volli is intended as a slicer, not necessarily a hard-use knife. If you need a hard-use, robust product, I would suggest maybe the 5000 or certainly the 275. So Tracy has loaded the Volli into the chatillon fixture, and we will now test the lock strength. The Benchmade Volli features the axis lock with stainless steel liners and heavily textured G10 handle scales. The machine senses a lack of resistance and ends the test. For more videos and information, or if you've got a question, go to benchmade.com and join us on the Benchmade forum community. So there you have the Benchmade Volli, a thin, lightweight slicer.